Yeah, but you can talk.
Yeah, where's it get orange juice? You can also go get it orange juice.
Yeah, you can just walk by.
Heel rough. Chicken stock.
Alrighty, let's start off with the marinade for our pork belly. So we start off with a bit of soy sauce, add in some sesame oil, marinade, a drizzle of char sauce, and also some garlic powder. You could also use some fresh garlic, which is actually preferred, but I ran out of it, so I had to improvise. Then once you've mixed in all the ingredients, just mix it up and put in your pork belly and make sure it is covered in this delicious marinade. Cover it and set aside. So now we prepare veggies. Your pak soy you should cut lengthwise in half, making sure all the corn is off the cob, and we also chop the spring onions. So for your spring onions, roughly chop the white part and save half of the green side for the soup, and the other half you finely chop for garnish, and then you set aside. Once all your veggies are prepped, we get our heavy pot very hot, and then we add in a tiny bit of sesame oil. Add your minced pork and let it sear until you have a nice brown color, and then you flip it. And then use your spatula to break the meat a bit apart and just make sure it's cooked all through and that it has some color. And take it out of the pot. In this same fat, add in the white part of your spring onion, some chili garlic paste, a little bit of brown sugar, and stir until you get a nice caramel. Then add your chicken stock, around 6 cups, and let it simmer until all flavors are together. Then at the end, add your miso, and we move on to the second part of our dish. Now we have the buttered corn. Get a new pot, melt your butter until it's bubbling, and then add your corn and saute your corn for 2 to 3 minutes, and season it with a little bit of salt, pepper, some smoked paprika, and a tiny bit of garlic powder, which is optional. And then take it off the heat. Make sure you don't overcook it because we do not want mushy corn and we want to have it nice and crispy. Now it's time to cook our meat. So you get a new pan, cook your meat until it is fully cooked and has a nice caramelized color. Then take it out of the pan and let it rest slightly. Now take a pot, fill it with water and wait until it's boiling, and then add in some salt. In that boiling water you blanch your taugeh and pak soy for just a few minutes until they are slightly cooked and blanched. Then drain the veggies and rinse with cold water to avoid overcooking, and set aside. Alright, so now the broth had some time to simmer and to develop its flavors, so now it's time to add back the minced meat that we've cooked before, to add some more flavor, and just let it simmer for a couple of minutes to heat it up all the way through. Alright, now boil some water for your instant noodles. You can take any type of noodles that you want, but because today's theme is more in the direction of how to make an instant noodle package more fancy, we take these instant noodles. Alright, now it's time to assemble. Add your noodles to your bowl with the broth and add some of the minced pork inside of the soup. Add then your buttered corn, taugeh, pak soy, char pork belly, and garnish it with some spring onion and sesame seeds, and serve. Enjoy, and this is my leveled up instant noodle.